What's up, y'all? Figured I just to get started talking about just random shit, man. But if you watch any of these videos that I make, get whatever you can out of them. If you got something to say, comment on them for real. Like, shit. Something's got to make us feel like we ain't all just alone in this bullshit, you know? But I figured we'd talk about, addiction, alcoholism, a lot of these kind of things, just touch on whatever ways I think, you know what I mean? For sure. Not saying that's the only way it is, because that 100% isn't the only way it is. Like, every person's different, Even if they say we're all the same or, we're all one, you're still, each of us are different. At least different expressions of us, And, I don't know, these videos are always a little bit messed up for me to do, but I'm sorry for the not having a filter, even though I'm not really sorry for that. I love that part of me. But anyway, so I need to everybody know, look, I'm 100% on the addict side, or the alcoholic side, more so than I'd ever be on anyone else's, you know what I mean? And I want to, even if you don't drink or do drugs or anything like that, I'm on your side too. It's just, I'm on the freaking other side of the tree on it. I feel different about everything, and it's just how it is. No matter how much everybody tries to force their shit, I'm gonna always believe what I believe, inside myself. And this is how I feel about it, and I feel like it's all a gift. The way I look at things, the way I try to be positive about things whenever there's nothing to be positive about, it seems like, ability to find the joke in just about any situation, that's some of the best parts of me, as much as most of everybody hates it, it's made a lot of people smile too, probably made a lot of people cry as well, but let's not focus on the negative. Anyway, and if you make fun of me for fucking vaping, say it to my face. Just kidding. Anyway, for myself, I don't believe in addiction. I don't believe in alcoholic. As much as they'll all tell me I am an alcoholic or I am an addict, you know what I mean? I do not ever have I believed that. Ever. I'm not saying I don't enjoy to drink. I love to drink. It's one of my favorite things to do. That's fucking being honest, but I choose to do it. I've never had to do it. I wanted to do it. It's different than a freaking alcoholic that can't not drink. They have to drink. So that's just what works for me. And that's not saying I'm be ashamed to be an alcoholic. Man, I'm on the alcoholic side. Trust me. Don't you ever think I'm against you. You know what I mean? I'm on everybody's side, but mostly always going to be on the other side of the tracks on things, because that's just who I am, But same with addiction. I've never had to do drugs, you know what I mean? But I've chose to do drugs many a times, lots of times, you know what I mean? And I ain't ashamed of it. But I never had to do them. I chose to do them. I never woke up and was like, oh my God, my life's going to be over if I don't get more, you know what I mean? Never have I felt that way. That's just not how I am. This is what works for me, you know what I mean? I always felt like saying I was an alcoholic or I was an addict took my power away. You know what I mean? It made it a thing that I couldn't control, and they can tell you that it's just better to be that way. You're an addict. These same people that are going to call you an addict, the same people that are going to call you an alcoholic, are the same people that are going to tell you that you have no control over your freaking addiction or your alcohol, and they're going to be the same people that think you should go to jail for it. The same ones that are telling you it's a disease. I mean, if it's a disease, why should you have to go to jail for it? You know what I mean? For real. Are we trying to get better or not? You know me, I'm trying to get better. That's all that matters to me. And I'm trying to understand, I went down all these roads to understand, you know what I mean? No, you're not going to tell me this, I'll do it anyway, you guys know if anybody knows me, that's how I am, man. I'm going to buck the system as best I can. I believe in being free, and I want to be free, and doing what you're told getting controlled by a freaking dollar bill. You know what I mean? That ain't freedom. You know, running around doing everything they're telling you to do just because it's what you got to do. Barely able to pay your bills, busting your ass. I don't have the answer to not do that right now. You know what I mean? But like, there's good in that too. You know what I mean? It's good to be a hustler. It's good to be a worker. You know what I mean? I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, freedom is freedom, dude. Like, freedom is being free. And this ain't free, bud. Like, we pay and, you know, which I haven't had a license or nothing forever. You know what I mean? Like, my shit's been rowdy in my life. Been down some freaking crazy roads, you know, like, but everything you freaking got, everything we got to do, you got to buy a license for it. You got to freaking have permission for it. You got to freaking, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're free, guys. This is freedom. You know, you got to freaking get a license. You got to have insurance. You got to have freaking license plates. You know what I mean? You got to do what they say on the roads. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're free, guys. But anyways, we'll make that a topic of another one, okay? But anyways, for me, like I said, you know, I felt like saying I was an addict or an alcoholic takes my power away from myself. You know, like giving up my power to saying I have a disease that I can't control. You know, that's freaking worse than, you know what I mean, for me. Like, this is not against addicts or alcoholics. Come on, guys, I'm on your side, like, for real. But that's just what works for me. Like, because if I say I have it, that means I have to have it, or I can't control what I do. You know what I mean? Like, well, you can't control how many you drink. Well, who the fuck can? You know what I mean? Who the fuck hasn't drank too much? You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. Like, yeah, I like to drink a bunch of them when I do it. Big deal. I don't have to drink. So how can that be a problem? Like, anyway. Same with drugs, man. Never had to do drugs. Chose to do them. You know, like, saying I got something I can't control, like, to me, is like totally snatching your power, man. You know, and then you can blame it on being an addict, and you can blame it on being an alcoholic. Like, yeah, I could do that, and I'm not saying that's what you are doing. This is just how it works for me. Like, I gotta keep saying that to you because I don't want you guys to ever think I'm against you. Like, it's for me. Like, knowing I chose to do it rather than not in control of doing it. Like, to me, that's what. There's way more power in that for me. You know what I mean? This is what works for me. No one gets it. No one understands it. No one believes it's a good way of looking at it. You know what I mean? I had anybody I've ever told that I'm not that said, you are that. You know what I mean? Sometimes they be drunk. You know what I mean? Telling me I'm an alcoholic. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to call my dad one for years. You know what I mean? I don't think he is one. I think he likes to drink. You know what I mean? So whatever. Shit, I'd probably get attacked for that one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, people's people, man. It's his life. It's your life. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't their life. You know? As far as addicts go and stuff, and alcoholics and stuff, you know, then they get us. You go through all this stuff, you know. It's always us that has to apologize. You know what I mean? While they're telling us we have these addictions or whatever, you know what I mean? But we got to be sorry for all the people we hurt and everything else. You know what I mean? But you know what? Hating on people for freaking doing something that's out of their control, or that they're doing to try to get closer to God, or, you know what I mean, feel good or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's not going to make somebody sober up. Period. Like, hating on them, like, they get sober and they get fucked up again, and then the whole world's like, you're worthless. You know what I mean? Like, you're a big loser. You failed. No, to be honest, if you've been sober or whatever, if you've been sober and you fail for a day or whatever, that don't make you a failure. You'll get sober again tomorrow. Like, what? You already did it. You already got sober once. Like, getting sober again ain't hard. You already did it. They act like you lost. You lost the game. You know, hope you did what you decided to do. So, or what you thought was going to make you happy. You know what I mean? Like, I'll stick to that one forever. Like, chasing happiness is chasing happiness, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're all just trying to figure that out. You know, like, I know I am. I want to be happy. Like, I want to stop arguing with people, man, and I don't know how to do that. Like, this whole system and all this bullshit is dumb. You know what I mean? Like, it is for real dumb. Like I said, call it a disease, but lock people in jail for doing it. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's retarded. It is so retarded. It is so retarded. Like, but, you know, like I said, whatever works for you, man. And if getting sober is what you need to do with your life, get sober. You know what I mean? Like, if you think that's going to make you better, get better. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I want everybody to do. I want the whole world happy. You know, I want to be happy. I'm sober right now. I've been sober for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying it's right now it's all right. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all right with it. I don't think about drinking. I don't think about drugging. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think about it. Like, they'll never believe it. You know what I mean? They're going to always tell me I think about it every day. I'm like, I haven't even thought about it. Like, what the hell? Like, I haven't thought about doing it. So why are you telling me I did? Like, it's so dumb, man. Oh. There's just better ways to do things, I feel like. You know what I mean? Better ways to help people. You know, and just because I'm at the bottom right now, or whatever you guys want to say, you know, or whoever wants to say it, you know what I mean, that tries to take the validity out of my freaking words, you know what I mean, like, whatever. I've been down them roads. I mean, I've done it. I've watched it kill all kinds of people. I've been down them roads, you know what I mean? You can't freaking not have gone down them roads and tell people what they should have done. You know what I mean? Like, what? What do you mean? You know what I mean? You don't even know what it's like, you know? And I ain't hating on that. If they got good intentions, like, that's good, you know? Like, whatever, you know? But, I don't know. This video's getting kind of long, but I'm probably just going to keep bullshitting y'all for a little bit and talking with you, because I'm a lonely motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of lonely sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you guys are there too, man. All kinds of us isolated all over this place. You know what I mean? Big old hearts, and no one believes it. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm not trying to be negative really at all. Just so everybody knows, like, I want positivity to come out of any of this stuff that I'm doing. Like, if it can, you know? And I just don't feel like if addiction's a disease and all that, and I'm probably gonna keep touching on the same topic, you know what I mean? Like, punishing people for it ain't the answer. You know what I mean? It's not the answer. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, going through all this crap, you go to jail, you go to freaking all them stupid court dates, all these classes, probation, even, you know what I mean? Breathalyzers, all this dumb shit. You know what I mean? The only thing that is like a scared straight shit. You know what I mean? Other than that, it ain't there to help you. Like, that's it. And to me, that ain't love. You know? That ain't love. What, be tough loving still in 2022? What the fuck? You know? I don't care. I'm going through it. I'm gonna make it through it. You guys have been through it. But for out there that are fighting these battles, you know what I mean, they're struggling every day and having a hard time, you know, getting off of it, stop not drinking, whatever, you know, like, love you, much love for you, you know. It ain't over, it ain't the end, you know. At some point it's gonna be a beginning. Like, at some point it will be a beginning. You will get through it, you know. Watch so many people die, you know, like, Shit, my cousin died a long time ago. You know what I mean? I'm like, they killed him. They killed her. You know what I mean? Like, she committed suicide, but they killed her. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't know who they is, but like, I want to know who they is still. You know what I mean? I've been searching for they for years. Like, as far as suicide goes, let's talk about that for a second. You know what I mean? The way I feel about suicide is, you know, they're like, oh, you'll go to hell. You know what I mean? Oh, no, you won't go to hell. You know, they probably tell you that. They probably just tell you that shit so that you'll suffer like a motherfucker and not leave this place. And in no way am I saying to kill yourself. You know what I mean? Just saying. Yeah, you think God's going to judge somebody for being so miserable they shot themselves or killed themselves? Yeah, right. Fucking God? Are you serious? I mean, oh, we're gonna burn them forever because they fucking couldn't handle the world. They're not good enough for heaven. Whatever. They've been through a harder battle than you've ever even seen. You know what I mean? Can you imagine freaking being that lost and that lonely and feeling like the world would be better without you? You know what I mean? It's gonna be better if I'm not here. How awful that feels, I felt it. You know what I mean? But I know how awful that feels. That's the crime there, not nothing else. The fact that somebody was made to feel that way is the crime, not them taking themselves out. It's about love here. Oh, look, all the people they left behind. They freaking thought they were doing something better for them. Like, do you understand what freaking mental is? Freaking the power of their control sometimes. You know what I mean? Whatever's harassing us sometimes. Oh man, I've been there, man. I know. Like, I've been looking for them. Trust me. Like, how far can we push him? How far we can push him? Will he kill himself? Will he kill himself? You know what I mean? Like, obviously not. Anyway, but that is the crime there. And for if you want to look at the other way of suicide, you know, the people that freaking kill themselves like they're gonna miss me, you know what I mean? Act like that's some sort of selfish thing. Dude, they thought the only way that somebody would miss them is if they was gone for good. That's the crime. Not them doing it. I mean, what the fuck, y'all? You see how they look at some of this shit? I mean, look at this freaking shit the right way. Like, anyway. Well, here's another retarded video for you guys. Like, sorry if it sucked. Sorry if it's 18 minutes of suckness. You know what I mean? It's got a pretty beautiful day, really. We can freaking get off that subject anyways real quick. Beautiful day. Check this dog out. He's busy, working his butt off, being a dog. It's hard being a bulldog. And we hating on him. He's been busy. Bulldog life ain't easy, guys. But like I said, peace, love, and hair grease. You know, y'all have a great day. Holler at me if you can. Peace.